Thank you for joining me today. We've been looking over this whole week at different names of Jesus. Today's name is that Jesus is our Ego Ami, which means He is the I Am. We first see this name pop up when Moses is encountering God with the burning bush. And he knows that the Israelites are trapped in slavery. He knows that they need to be rescued from Egypt. But he asks God, who am I going to tell them that has sent me? And God responds to Moses in Exodus chapter 3, verse 13 and 14, where he says, suppose I go to the Israelites and say to them, the God of your fathers has sent me to you. And they ask me, what is his name? Then what shall I tell them? And God said to Moses, I am who I am. This is what you are to say to the Israelites. I am has sent me to you. Do you know that this name was so closely related to the name Yahweh, the covenant name of God in the Old Testament? And then we go into the New Testament and we find this portion of scripture where the disciples have experienced Jesus and the Pharisees are hounding him. And the Pharisees are saying, well, who is your father? Who was your mentor? Whose leadership have you come under? And Jesus starts explaining that I have a Father in heaven and I've known Abraham. And they get sarcastic with Jesus and they say, but you're not even 50 years old. How are you going to know who Abraham is? Or how did you know him? In John chapter 8, verse 58, very truly I tell you, Jesus answered, before Abraham was born, I am. And that completely freaked them out because they knew that was a direct response to the I am of God in the burning bush. You know, as a mom, when my children ask me a question and later they try and persuade me to change my answer, I always say to them, my yes is yes and my no is no. Here Jesus is saying, I am who I am. He is a promise keeper. His name shows us his character, his nature, and who he wants to be in our life. Won't you trust him? See him as a promise keeper, as a way maker, as a light in the darkness, no matter what you are experiencing. Please remember, you are highly favored and deeply loved.